Hey guys, if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, Flashback Videos. I really hope you like what I'm going to show you today, and of course, if you're a regular here, then a big thank you for coming back. Today's flashback movie is the second instalment in the epic fantasy adventure from 2013, The Hobbit the Desolation of Smaug, in which Bilbo Baggins continues to accompany Thorin Oakenshield and his fellow dwarves on the quest to reclaim the Lonely Mountain. As usual, if you like what you see, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then you could even subscribe to the channel. Okay, so with all that being said, let's do this. Directed again by Peter Jackson, who also wrote the screenplay along with Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, the movie was released by New Line Cinema in December 2013, with a running time of around 2 hours and 40 minutes. The Desolation of Smaug was again filmed in New Zealand, with a budget of around $225 million, but went on to gross almost $960 million worldwide. Bilbo and co. continue their journey east, facing danger at every turn, on the way to the Lonely Mountain and an encounter with the fearsome dragon Smaug. While this movie isn't perfect, and does kinda deviate a bit, I think it's better than the first, because the adventure is better, and Bilbo seems more interesting. My biggest complaint about it is the unnecessary plot threads. There seems to be a big need for this series of movies to tie into the Lord of the Rings, and I'm not really sure why. The Hobbit hired by Gandalf, Bilbo Baggins, was played by British actor Martin John Christopher Freeman, who was born in England in 1971. Freeman's breakthrough role was as Tim Canterbury in The Office, which he said cast a very long shadow for him as an actor, and he went on to star in movies such as Ali G in The House and Love Actually. Starting in 2010, he enjoyed a successful stint as Dr. John Watson in Sherlock, the BBC's adaptation of Sherlock Holmes detective stories, alongside Benedict Cumberbatch. However, this is the role we all know him for, which he's played for the entire Hobbit movie series. Born in England in 1939, the great Sir Ian Murray McKellen played the Astari wizard Gandalf the Grey, who convinced Bilbo to make the journey. McKellen began his career on the stage in the early 60s, and made his big screen debut at the end of the decade, starring in 3 movies: The Promise, Alfred the Great and A Touch of Love. Although this is without doubt his best known role, he's also portrayed the lead role in Richard III, James Whale in Gods and Monsters, and of course Magneto in the X-Men movies. He was in a relationship with history teacher Brian Taylor until 1972. Thorin Oakenshield, who led the company of dwarves to reclaim his birthright as King of the Lonely Mountain, was played by British actor Richard Crispin Armitage, who was born in England in 1971. Armitage first pursued a career in musical theatre, but after doubting if it was the right path, appeared on TV as John Standring in 2002's Sparkhouse, going on to take the lead role as textile mill owner John Thornton in North and South. On the movie front, he has also appeared in the likes of The Phantom Menace and Ocean's 8, but this is a role that brought him international recognition. The great dragon of Middle-earth, who claimed the Lonely Mountain, was voiced by English actor Benedict Timothy Carlton Cumberbatch, who was born in London in 1976. Cumberbatch's early TV roles include 2 separate guest roles in Heartbeat, playing Freddie in Tipping the Velvet, as Eddie Hand in Cambridge Spies, and Rory in the comedy drama series 40 Something. In 2006, Cumberbatch made his major movie debut as British parliamentarian William Pitt the Younger in Amazing Grace, going on to appear in the likes of Atonement, Creation, The Whistleblower, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Born in Alberta in 1979, Canadian actress and author Nicole Evangeline Lilly played the elven chief of the Mirkwood Guards, Tauriel. She gained fame for her first leading role as Kate Austin in Lost, going on to star as Connie James in The Hurt Locker, followed by a role in the 2011 science fiction movie Real Steel. Evangeline has most recently appeared in Avengers Endgame, as well as being set to play Hope once again in another Ant-Man movie in 2023. Previously married to Murray Hone, she's been in a long-term relationship with Norman Carley since 2010, and they have 2 children together. The skilled archer living in Esgaroth, Bard the Bowman, who is the last king of Old Dale, was played by Welsh actor and singer Luke George Evans, who was born in Pontypool in 1979. Evans began his career on the stage, performing in many of London's West End productions, such as Rent, Miss Saigon and Piaf, before making his movie breakthrough in the 2010 remake of Clash of the Titans. Following his debut, he was cast in such action and thriller movies as Immortals, The Raven and The Three Musketeers, as well as portraying the antagonist Owen Shaw in the blockbuster Fast and Furious 6. One of Thorin's nephews, and Philly's younger brother Kili, who develops romantic feelings towards the elf Tauriel, was played by Irish actor Aiden Turner, who was born in Dublin in 1983. After graduating, Turner appeared in several theatre plays and began his TV acting career in 2007 with an uncredited appearance on the first episode of The Tudors. His movie career began with 2 short films, The Sound of People and Matterhorn in the same year, and he later played Mal in Alarm. Most recently he is best known as Ross Poldark in the BBC adaptation of the Poldark novels. The elf Galadriel, who rules Lothlorien with her husband Celeborn, was portrayed by Australian actor and producer Catherine Elise Blanchett, who was born in Melbourne in 1969. After hitting the spotlight with her performance as Elizabeth I in the 1998 drama movie Elizabeth, Cate is well known for starring in a whole host of successful movies during her career. She won her first Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Katharine Hepburn in The Aviator in 2004. She's been married to playwright and screenwriter Andrew Upton since 1997, after they met in Australia in the mid-90s. The aloof and cold-hearted elven king of the northern part of Mirkwood, Thranduil, was played by actor Lee Grinner Pace, who was born in Oklahoma in 1979. Pace first gained recognition as Calpurnia Adams in 2003's Soldier's Girl, which was based on real events, going on to appear in Possession with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and as the nomadic vampire Garrett in the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. He's recently taking on the role of Marvel's Ronan the Accuser, which he first played in Guardians of the Galaxy. The elf from Mirkwood, Legolas Greenleaf, who is the prince of the Woodland Realm, was portrayed by Hollywood leading man Orlando Jonathan Blanchard Copeland Bloom, who was born in England in 1977. After his first screen appearance with a small role in the 1997 movie Wild, Bloom's breakthrough role came as the famous blacksmith Will Turner in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. After recently relocating to Australia for the filming of Wizards, he's been engaged to American singer and songwriter Katy Perry since 2019, and she gave birth to their daughter in 2020. Now, as I said at the beginning, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and maybe got something out of it, even if you don't decide to watch the movie. Once again, please don't forget to smash that like button, or even subscribe to the channel. You know you want to, and it is free.